Whether you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home,
Trish Sales ATL can help.
with the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead, 404-604-3800,
or text or call 404-819-4495.
Please also visit my website at TrishSalesATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSalesATL.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Trish Sales ATL Take 2. Thank you guys so much for your patience and for tuning in. I had a few technical difficulties today, but you already know we don't take them still. And I am grateful to be here for another Wednesday Real Estate Weekly Chronicles. This is your weekly real estate report. I hear a whole bunch of stuff, and I get on here to give y'all the juice and the tea. So welcome. What's good, IG? I need you to drop your comment in the comment section. If you have any questions, put them there. I'm sorry, Facebook, my light was about to fall. If you have any questions, I need you guys to put them in the comment section. I need you to tag. I need you to like on the video. If you or anybody that you know is in the market to sell real estate, buy real estate, to invest in real estate, they have questions. If they've been hearing myths and tall tales about the real estate market, I need you to tag them. I need you to like it. Put it on their page. I need you to share so that we can dispel all of these myths and we can get down to the nitty gritty of what's really going on in the real estate market. Thank you to everybody that tunes in every Wednesday. Thank you to my faithful followers. Thank you to the people that refer me. Thank you. The highest compliment that I can receive is a referral. Thank you to my past clients. Thank you to my current clients. Thank you to my future clients. Thank you to my team. Team Trish Sales ATL. My buyers agents, thank you for just going out, serving our buyers. Thank you to my transaction coordinator, Nicole Pompeo. Thank you for, you are truly the glue of Trish Sales ATL. Thank you to all of my vendors and lenders. Thank you so much, from my contractors to my cleaning services to everyone. Thank you. There would be no Trish Sales ATL without you guys, and I am thankful and grateful that I'm able to work with you guys as a team. Hey, Tranisha, thank you for tuning in today on Instagram. So listen, I need y'all to go tag, like, and share so we can get started. I'm going to share my screen. I'm sorry, Instagram, that you cannot see it, but if you jump on Facebook, if you get on Facebook Live, you can actually see what I am saying. So I just want to put welcome. Please drop your questions in the comments so we can get started. Yes, happy Wednesday, everybody. Wednesday is always one of those tough days. It's like a hump day. Like, whoo, we got to get over the hump from the week. We got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And everybody's always excited about Friday. But guess what? I work on Fridays. I work on the weekends. So with that being said, I am glad to see the bridge is what I look at it as from the week. So grateful and thankful, even if I typically start my week Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's still like midway between the week. So what's good? What has been going on with you all? If you have any real estate questions, please drop them in the comments. Please say hello so that I know that you are there so we can get started on this real estate news, y'all. It's kind of juicy. And I put a post up yesterday just to alert you guys of what's really good and what's going on with real estate market. So we'll talk about it, y'all. So I send out a weekly newsletter every week, y'all. Every week I send out a weekly newsletter with the market stats. If you are not on our mailing list, I need you to do something for me. I have my email address in the I have my email address on the screen. Instagram, it is info@trishsalesatl.com. You do not have to wait until what day is this? Wednesday. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a blonde moment. You don't have to wait until Wednesday for me to get this newsletter, actually. You do not have to wait until Wednesday. You can get this on Monday when it is hot off the press. You can get this on Monday. So all you have to do is email us at info@trishsalesatl.com. We will add you to our mailing list. A couple of things as well. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page. Follow us on IG. It is @trishsalesatl. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into these numbers. So, we compare numbers, but for this week, we had 193 new listings. 193. Okay, so we had quite a few listings. Then we had 256 new contracts. 256 new contracts, y'all. And we had 116 closings. So let us pull up, and normally I have this already done, but I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to get us together this morning. So July 19th, let me make this smaller so that you guys can see it, because we compare numbers. Oh, that's for this week, y'all. So from last week, which would have been July, y'all, what is today? It's the 21st of July. So last week was here we go. Anywho, these were the stats for last week. Uh-oh. I didn't want to do that. I just want to open it up. Here we go. So when we compare our numbers, we had 124 the previous week. I'm trying to get them on the screen at the same time, y'all. I'm on struggle bus today. What is going on? 124, then we had 175, then we had 59, which that seems a little low. But when we compare numbers, we do see an increase in the market. Yeah, that seems a little low, y'all. Anywho, we'll keep going. But as you can see, and I know a lot of people always have questions about what's going on with the market. And 1 week we had 193 new listings. And that could be a condo, it could be a house, it could be land. But we had 193 new listings. From that point, we had 256 new contracts. 256. People went under contract. And then we had 116 closings. So that is quite a few, homes. That's quite a few real estate movement. So, of course, the Atlanta market is hot. I have people calling me, texting me. They're always asking, hey, what can we do? What's going on with the Atlanta market? And so I share with them the same information, the same data, so that they kind of know what's going on with the market. And so that's your weekly market update. The YouTube from last week is on our YouTube channel. So all you have to do is click on the link. Let me put the link to the newsletter in the chat. So that way, if you guys want to follow along, you can. There you go. So the YouTube from the real estate update last week is on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and take a look at it, you can. Just if you want to be in the know, want to have the real estate news. Our weekly mortgage update. We got some charts this week, y'all, because they came from Wells Fargo. They came from my lending partner, Michelle, who is at Wells Fargo. And so based on this chart right here with Freddie Mac, our weekly survey, the mortgage rates continue to go down. The mortgage rates continue to go down. Payroll employment has risen. So I know we went through that deficit with COVID and all of that. And if you look around, y'all, do you see how many businesses are hiring? Like, have you really, really paid attention to how many businesses are hiring? Like, it is astronomical. I don't know if you just pay attention, if you just look around, people are hiring. So as you can see, the payroll employment, and when you look at how these things are synonymous to one another, it's actually quite interesting. The private residential construction. So new construction, they kind of been taking a little hit. First of all, it's been raining like crazy in Atlanta. So with that being said, private residential construction has risen. And then we have what is a percentage change, a PCE deflator. So that has risen a little bit. And so what that is personal consumption expenditures. And so that's measured by the Federal Reserves when they look at inflation. And that has actually risen. And we can kind of see that with these housing prices. But it says the deflator. So that has risen a little bit as far as like personal consumption. And it's rising as a 5.5% annual rate year to date. So when I look at the interest rates and the deflator, the interest rates are going down. The deflator is going up as far as personal consumption. But a lot of the personal consumption is people going back to work and, just rising prices on everything. Even if you're shopping in a grocery store, have you guys noticed how high the prices are? They have ran me back to Walmart. I mean, I used to, I said, I'll just run to, Publix, but now I'm having to vet these prices because the prices are going up. They're astronomical. So guys, just pay attention when you're in the stores because real estate is very telling of all of these things. So just really, really pay attention. But mortgage rates are still, going down. And, I have some more news. Payroll employment is going up. People are getting back to work. I think fourth quarter that a lot of companies, but I hear it's a new strain, of COVID. So I don't know how they're going to handle it as far as pulling people and bringing them back to work because a lot of people will still work from home. And another thing I wanted to add about, work from home, a lot of employers are calling people back into the office. And so that matters, in real estate, especially if you're getting a mortgage and you have to deal with underwriters and all of that. They're asking these new questions because everybody's been work from home for so long. But people are getting back to work. Companies are hiring. So I think by first quarter of next year that a lot of people are going to be back to work. I think I'm also going to see the market shift, and here's why. And we'll go past this information. This was from Michelle Preston with Wells Fargo. So I put the link to this newsletter in the chat on Facebook. So if you want to click on the link, you can. Let's see if I can add it to YouTube. Oh, I sure actually can. So YouTube and Facebook, they have this link. Instagram, if you go to my the link in my bio, hit my link tree, hit weekly real estate update. So you'll be able to see this too. But what I'm seeing in the market, people are going back to work. And I was just having this conversation with my buyers and my potential buyers. I am seeing tons of property come back on the market. The homes are coming back. When I tell you, I've received so many emails from Monday to Wednesday of homes that have come back on the market. And this means that they were previously under contract for some reason. It could be the buyer could not get financing. It could be, and the financing fell through. I myself went through a title issue where the seller could not get clear title. And if you don't have clear title, you cannot sell that property. So there are a number of reasons why homes are coming back on the market. The appraisers are being extremely cautious and conservative when it comes to the valuations of these homes. So these huge appraisal gaps and all of this stuff that's been going on, we are seeing that on the downward tick. We are seeing that on the downward tick. So you won't probably be getting above and beyond unless that buyer is bringing cash to the table. The investors are still pretty much doing that. But what happens is when a house has been on the market for a certain amount of days and a lower amount of days, what happens is the value starts decreasing. They're like, that house has been on the market for 60 days. So instead of offering you the list price of $250, they may offer you the list price of $240 because it gives the perception that something is wrong with that house. The reason why it's been sitting on the market for so long. Or what happens is, it was under contract before. What happened? Was it something with the inspection? It's the fact, like buyers go to the extreme. They're just like, how's the foundation? And it's like, no. It may not have been foundation. It may have been something very minute, but that's the perception that it gives when you have homes that are on the market for a certain amount of days. So with that being said, we just have to be very cautious of that in this business simply because we understand what that perception gives. But I can say that I have been seeing prices stabilize. I'm seeing a lot of homes come back on the market, which means there's more inventory. When there's more inventory, there's more competition. So if it's many houses that are 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and your house is listed for $180 and everything else is listed for $140, then guess where the buyers are going to go? They're going to go to that $140, and then at $180, they're going to pick it apart and lowball it. That's the nature of the business. And with the appraisals and the appraisers being very conservative with the values, that's causing those high prices to go down. I had an appraisal to come back, y'all, and it came back. Woo! It was much lower. It was much lower than the contract price. We were like, whoo, wipe our eyebrow. But, my buyer, thankfully, she has an appraisal guarantee on her contract for her investors. So I'm thankful for that because I am definitely seeing the shift and the change in the market. So my post to all the buyers was this. If you have been in the market looking for a home, be patient. I'm seeing a lot of homes come back on the market. I am seeing them come back, which means that when you're seeing a lot of them come back, that means we now have inventory, which means, guess what? You might just be able to get that house that you want. So don't give up. Do not give up. If you need to contact me, if you have some additional questions, you can always email us at info@trishsalesatl.com. You can also call or text me at 404-819-4495. You can message me on Instagram, Facebook. Even if you put a comment on the YouTube, it'll send it to me. So just understand and beware that don't give up. I know that, it seems like one thing, but just don't give up. Don't give up. I completely understand, but what I am seeing, I'm just telling you guys to hang in there. You're going to see a change. Fourth quarter and first quarter, you're going to see a change. So just wait, pay attention to what's going on. So just wanted to let you guys know that. I won't read through all of this because it's a lot. The unemployment rate ticked up a notch from June from May, because of course some of these numbers are kind of like from June because we're in July, so we haven't gotten the full numbers. The unemployment rate on the average has been 6.1%, but a lot of people are still on unemployment, because they want to collect those funds. But if you are paying attention to what is around you, at almost every business you're past, they're hiring. They are hiring. They're waiting to get new people in. So, jobs, as you can see, the payroll employment it plummeted. Oh, look how deep that was. And it's on the upward tick. So understand that jobs are coming, people are hiring. So if you know anybody that's out there, part of, getting a mortgage and purchasing a house, you have to be gainfully employed unless you're buying it cash and you already have it in the bank. But that's what it is. So y'all, I have this podcast. I don't know if y'all know. And I realized the other day, I was like, man, I really haven't been, promoting it. But I changed this over from audio. So I understand that if some people who are at work or they are on the computer and their computer is being monitored, that you may not be able to get on Facebook or YouTube to watch my lives. So we have the audio version. It's on a podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts. You can literally say to your Amazon Alexa, play the Southern Belle of the ATL, and it will pull up the most recent podcast. I upload it generally after we get off of our live on Wednesdays so that you have that too as an asset. If you can't physically watch us, you can at least listen to it. And so I have 150 podcast downloads so far, which is pretty good because I have not promoted it. I have not put it in y'all inbox. I haven't ran a big campaign and saying, hey, but it's just another way to get this good real estate knowledge to assist you guys with making an informed real estate decision. I understand that, it's a lot of moving parts in this industry right now. It's a lot going on with a lot of people having to navigate this uncharted territory. But my goal is always to be your community expert. My goal is always to be that person that if I don't know, I can be the resource to get you to get your question answered and get you to a point where you do know what is going on concerning your real estate question or transaction. I had someone call me yesterday about an electrician. It was a house built in like 1941. And so it needed to be completely rewired, completely. And the ground fault circuits were outside because at that time in 1941, guess what? The code inspectors did not, mandate that it was inside. And so I was very surprised because when I got in contact with my contractor and we got pricing, my contractor was like, oh, that's going to be about $6,000. And so when I went back to the person who asked me for the information, they were like, well, hey, that's not bad. And I was like, well, that's a win-win, but it seemed like an incredibly large amount of money for me, to me, with rewiring. But I guess when you're dealing with electricity, it is what it is. So that's not my lane. I don't get in it. I'm just the bridge to connect you to get whatever you need to do in real estate. So just wanted to point that out. Good afternoon, Apostle. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Real Estate Live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's always great when you have folks, just supporting you in all facets, y'all. It's wonderful. And I'm grateful for Apostle Wisdom for tuning in. So thank you to all of my clients, past, present, future. Past, present, future. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for your referrals. When you refer me to your family and friends, that's one of the highest compliments that I can receive because, you don't trust everybody with your family. So I appreciate you guys that, you're trusting of me to handle the real estate transaction. And that I'm going to treat them like family. My team is going to treat them like family, my vendors. And y'all know that I'll fight a rock for my clients. Like when it comes to negotiation and making sure that you guys are getting what you're supposed to get, I go toe for toe, to represent you guys, to make sure that nobody's trying to pull any fast ones and all of that. So that's part of me representing you and being your skilled advisor, your trusted negotiator, and being your expert facilitator. So just wanted to throw that in. Sellers. Let's talk about it because I know I said a mouthful when I said the market is shifting, right? And so I always tell you guys, if you want to find out the value of your home, the only thing you have to do is send me an email with your address and I will give you a free valuation. I will give you a free valuation when it comes to the sale of your home. And so I go and I look at the numbers. I go and I look at what has sold in the last 30, 60, and 90 days to determine and look at the comps to determine what would be the best comps to give you a price on about how much you should put your home on the market for. So I know with the real estate market kind of changing, the time is now to start capitalizing. If you're in the market, if you're on the fence, and you have thought about, hey, I want to put my home on the market, go ahead and do it now. Because as things start shifting, I've always told you, you can get top dollar, especially if it's in pristine condition. And, when we walk in it and we see it, it's like, okay, I can move my furniture in here. Buyers are more likely to give you full price. But if you have it priced at the same level of something that's walk-in, move-in ready, and it needs a lot of work, then they're going to start lowballing you. So I look at, when I do the valuation, I look at condition as well, because I give you a range. And I say, well, based on the upper range, the higher range, then this house sold for this much because it was in walk-in, move-in ready condition. Now, if you got some other things going on, we have to kind of go down so we can make a determination on how we're going to effectively sell your home and not have it sit on the market for a long time, because when they sit on the market for too long, you really get some lowball offers. So sellers, my question to you is this. This is my burning question for you. I want to sell my house, but what are some buts? What are some objections that you have about selling your home? What are some objections that you have about selling your home? What are some objections? Because one objection that I see often with sellers is that I want to sell my house, but I don't want a whole bunch of people coming in and out because COVID is still here. Yeah, I hear that all the time. That's like the main one. That is the main one, y'all. So how we navigate COVID, what I have done for my sellers, when there's an issue and they, are kind of like, I don't want to deal with the whole COVID thing and people coming in and out, we may do a showing for one day. We'll set it up and we'll open it up and we try to, get everything going that one day. If we don't show the property, it's difficult to sell it. Now, I know y'all have heard of blind offers, and blind offers are cool, but guess what happened? When they get an opportunity to see that house and it's not what they thought it was, they are canceling their contracts. I mean, let me be completely honest. So even with COVID, we know how to put on masks. If you say, well, hey, they need to put on masks, we have foot covers, we have hand sanitizer, but the most efficient way for you to sell your house is to have it shown. Now, I know these iBuyers are coming to you all and they're saying, oh, you don't have to show your house and we'll buy your house for top dollar. Oh, yeah, no showings. They're giving you guys a good pitch, but you are still paying 6% for them to buy your house. They're still charging you 6% if you look at the math. And 6% is the commission rate for real estate agents in Atlanta to actually sell your house. And granted, people are coming in and out, but that price that the investors or the iBuyers may be offering you, if you put it on the market where it's competitive, you could get more. So just be careful. I understand. Please understand. I do. I know it's a new strain that is out. And I get it. I understand. However, people have to see your house for you to sell it. So you have to work with us and we wouldn't put you in harm's way. Even when it comes to getting deep cleanings, COVID cleanings, we got your back. But you have to give us an opportunity to do that. I want to sell my house, but what is another objection? I can't find a house. That's one of the biggest ones besides COVID. Well, if I move out of my house, I'm not going to be able to find a house. Well, you can, but it's all about timing too. So typically for my sellers who are purchasing another house, what happens is we find the house that they're going to move to first, and then we put your house on the market. And we strategically do that because you don't want to not have anywhere to go. So we do the leg work. When I have clients that come and they say, well, Trish, I want to sell my house, but I need to buy a house too. That's why, we go and we look for a house, we vet it, we say, okay, what is it that we need to do? Blah, blah, blah. And then we find that house, we lock that down on the contract, and we get your house sold. So that's the strategy, because everything is about, objections. And me providing a solution to you guys in another perspective, especially being in the business and have worked with clients who had the same needs that you have. So that is, my take on that. When sellers tell me that I want to sell my house, but it needs a lot of work. Okay. Everybody has a house, that may need a little something. So that's when I said, when we price your house, we need to price it accordingly. So when I give you the range and we price your home according to the range of it needs work, not the range of it's move-in ready. And that's the thing, honest and upfront with sellers about. If your house needs work or, has, certain conditions, then we price it accordingly. So that way we will make sure that your house isn't just sitting on the market. Okay. So those are probably the top 3 objections that I see very often when it comes to home purchases and home sales. The biggest one between COVID and, inventory. Now inventory is about to pop back on the market. So you got to kind of think about it now. You may not get top dollar, for your house, or you may. It just depends on the condition. People will pay for, knowing that they're moving into a house that's solid, it's clean, it shows really good. Like a buyer would be like, look, we'll pay top dollar, we'll go over. But then when it comes to a home that, it has some conditions and it may need a little work, they don't mind paying for it, but it needs to be priced accordingly. And so those are really the three biggest factors. And I just thought about this. Let me get it on the other screen. The 3 biggest factors that get your home sold are the condition of the house, the price of the house, and the marketing of the house to buyers. It is the condition, the marketing, and the price. And let me tell you, if the condition and the price don't reflect one another, then it's going to be an issue. Even with marketing, and you all know with me, marketing isn't an issue. We market on FMLS, Georgia MLS. We have Keller Williams MLS, which links to Realtor.com, Zillow, all of those platforms. And then you get the whole social media special. So marketing isn't an issue, but that price and condition have to be synonymous of one another, y'all, in order to get your house sold. So just wanted to talk about that. I want to sell my house, but a lot of sellers have objections. But if you communicate those to me, we'll talk about and we'll dive in and delve through, those things that we need to do to get it done. And so no worries or no issues on that. We are grateful. We are thankful. Buyers having a tough time getting under contract. We talked about this for the past month. If you want to see the different programs that we offer, Ribbon, Divvy, Home Partners of America, you can go to our YouTube channel if you subscribe to it. But if you also go to our YouTube channel and you search Trish Sales Atlanta, watch the YouTubes from the past couple of weeks, probably the past 3 weeks. I went into depth about these programs. And so I won't be going over those today. But if you go back to the YouTube channel, You can get all of that information on the different options. Ribbon is strictly for pre-approved buyers. You've been pre-approved by a lender. You can verify that you have a letter. And then DB and Home Partners of America, those are lease purchase programs. And so I thought this was very nice, a simple recipe to become a homeowner. It says a spoonful, an ounce of pre-approval, a spoonful of great credit, a sprinkle of mortgage advice, a sprig or two of savings for a down payment. Yes, because down payment assistance and all those things that lengthens the days on your contract. And so sellers are, they want to close between 14 and 30 days, and they really want to close 21 days, to be honest with you. And then a dollop of great real estate advice. Mix well and call your real estate agent. And so that's why I come on here every week to give you guys this platform, to open it up so that you guys can see what is going on in the real estate market. I do this because I want you guys to be reasonably informed on what's going on with the real estate market. You should not have a clue. You should know what's going on. You should be able to articulate, because all you have to do is ask a question. I have an open door policy. So all you have to do is send me an email, my telephone number, text me 404-819-4495. You can send me a direct message on Instagram. You can send me one on Twitter. You can subscribe and put it in the comments on YouTube. Or you can get onto our Facebook page and you can send me a message there. So if you have a question, there's no reason why you should not know any real estate knowledge, because you have someone that if I don't know, I'm going to go get you the information. So I just wanted to tell you guys that as your community expert and realtor, y'all, that's me. That's why I get on here. People ask me questions and I hear them say things, and sometimes it's so far-fetched. I be like, now help me understand what you just said. So as a real estate professional, it's my responsibility to dispel those myths and, quite frankly, the lies sometimes. But we dispel those myths so that you guys will have, a great real estate experience and you will be knowledgeable about what's going on. So if you need to schedule an appointment with me, you can hit this link, my link on my Calendly, and I will pull up my Calendly website so that you all can have that link in your repertoire. And it will be on the live, my offerings for you guys. So even with real estate consulting and training to help out my fellow realtors, as being in the business for this long, I do feel a responsibility to help my realtors, the new ones that are coming on into the market, coming into a market that we have not seen before. We have not seen this type of market before. So we are grateful and we are thankful. And it's my responsibility to, kind of teach that etiquette and all of that stuff, because it's been a stressful market too. And sometimes people can get downright just nasty. But, being that I've been in it as long as I have, I'm grateful. One, to keep a level head, and two, I don't have an emotional attachment to, I guess, the property or the contract. But what we're not going to do is not be integral. So we're going to maintain that integrity on both sides. But other than that, even sometimes giving that extra push. Real estate is a rough business. It gets stressful. People, y'all watch HGTV, and one day when I do this live, I'm not going to be at my desk. I'm going to go live from a close and all that good stuff. I just have to have, the permissions of all parties involved. But just give you a real day in the life of, and some days it is not glamorous. The glamour comes at closing when you're picking up your money. But as far as like the glamour, and then people are like, oh, I want to be $1 million, sales agent or a luxury agent. But you have to understand the responsibility, the culture that comes with that, and the strategy that comes with a luxury listing. And those are things that have to be taught. You need, and I tell new agents all the time, you need a mentor. I had a mentor for 3 years when I initially entered the real estate business. So if I had an issue, if I had a question, I was trying to write a contract, I was confused, with my team, we have training every Tuesday. And so one of their tasks for this week was they had to write an offer and submit it to me. And so they were just so like, oh my God, we don't know how to write an offer, or, we know it's not going to be right. But I told them, you're in a learning phase. And so we went through line by line, and that's going to help them be better. Because I just think that one of the greatest responsibilities for any leader is producing other leaders. I don't have to hog the real estate knowledge for myself. The business has been good to me for 13 years. Now it's time for me to create and produce what was given to me, so that there's a legacy that lives beyond me being here. So I just wanted to throw that in. With the consulting and training, I kind of segue into that from being your community expert. Yes, I celebrated 13 years here recently, and I'm grateful. I'm honored to have been in this business. It's the longest thing I've ever done. And I always say that because it truly is, besides being a mother. And I'm grateful for it. So I'll wait for a few comments in the chat. Before we continue on with our day. If you have any comments, you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll answer them before we wrap it up for this Wednesday edition of your weekly Real Estate Chronicles. I'm listening. Y'all got my ear. Drop them in the comments. Facebook, I can't see who's on unless you drop something in the comments. So let me know who's on with us today. Y'all, it's been a wacky Wednesday. But if you don't have any questions, we will conclude this Wednesday's weekly Real Estate Chronicles. As usual, thank you for tuning in. If you are watching the replay, please still share, tag, and like. Please share, please still share, tag, and like. I appreciate you guys always supporting Trish Sales ATL, and to the top we go. Till next time, I'll see you guys on next Wednesday. Many blessings.
Whether you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home,
Trish Sales ATL can help.
with the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead, 404-604-3800.
Or text or call 404-819-4495.
Please also visit my website at TrishSalesATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSalesATL.com.